I am now recording as well. So, welcome back to the Guardian Project Podcast Paper Commander stream. It looks like tonight we are playing with Tibor Lumia, Otrimi the Ever Playful, Elenda the Dusk, and Gyruda Doom of Depths. So this is Andy. I'm playing Tibor and Lumia, a Spellslinger deck that has won one time in the past. I'm hoping to win again tonight by casting a bunch of random weird spells and I don't know, hopefully getting something that I can win with someone else's deck instead of my own. Coil, over to you.
Yes, this is Coil, aka Worm Coil Engine, and I'm playing my Otrimi, the Ever Playful Mutate Tribal deck, with a 33% win rate, having won one of the 3 games that I've played with Otrimi. Always a threat. Always have 2 creature threats at least on the board. Looking to have some fun with Mutate.
All right. My name is Dan, and I'm playing Elenda the Dusk. This was originally an Elenda Dusk. I can talk, yeah. Deck that mutated into Teysa, and Teysa was just too much value and just too linear for me, so I went back to Elenda. Now, the thing to know about this deck, because I like to set restrictions, there is no Grave Pact or no Dictate, because I like to live life on the edge.
And we thank you for that.
There are infinite combos, though. They're all at least 3 cards, though, so
okay.
They take a little bit to assemble, but it's there.
All right.
Cool. You're the only other person that I know other than myself that plays Elenda the Dusk.
She's one of my favorites.
And only one may stand. You have to die. But I'm playing Gyruda, Doom of Depths. And this is kind of mutated. I built it a couple nights ago. It started out as kind of a reanimator control deck. And now it's kind of a hybrid mill clone deck. And I'm not sure where I'm going with it. I'm kind of filling it out. But it's a lot of fun. And I had to do something to sweet Godzilla alt art foil I got. So that was the main reason I built this deck.
All right. Well, good luck, everyone. And we did roll just before we started, and Chris rolled a 10 and is going first.
I should probably draw some cards.
So let's draw our cards. We have a house rule here. You can mulligan until you have a keepable hand, or you have 3 lands in your hand. Just don't abuse it.
Oh man, I'm totally gonna load up that infinite combo with my first.
Load it up.
Hey, you never
Get
know.
that Soul Rain into a Signet.
Actually, this is real simple. I hit 3 lands, and that is good enough for me.
I like this hand, so I'm keeping hand number 1.
I am cool with this hand.
This hand is absolute garbage. I only have 2 lands, so I'm.
Coil, opposite of cool is hot, and you are not hot for that hand. You are cool for it.
All right, let's try this again.
And today we got lots of Core 21 spoilers too, so I was excited.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, the new vampire, which is a something Thorn of the Dusk Rose.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it may have to go into this deck.
That's the cool. So all these different creatures and planeswalkers they're revealing are from all these different planes. So I assume Core 21 is going to have Teferi traveling a bunch between all these different planes, like throughout his whole life.
Or Watsi just gave up and said, "We're just throwing in whatever the hell we want."
That would be weird. That would be weird.
I like it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I like it. I like all the things we've seen, and
how about that new Teferi Planeswalker though?
Okay.
I'm really excited.
It's a little strong. It's a little strong.
Yeah.
Just a little.
I love it.
But
it'll
it's
be going into my
mono-blue.
5-color Joda Super Friends deck.
Yeah, the fact that it's mono blue is pretty great, so I can put it in my Nicol Bolas Super Friends deck.
That, and to be fair, the Planeswalker deck, Chandra, is bonkers. The ultimate is Wheel of Fortune, and then until end of turn, you have Omniscience for any spell you play.
What?
So you discard,
my
I think it's
God.
discard your hand, draw 7, and then until end of turn, you don't have to pay mana to cast spells from your hand. So it's not even just those 7, it's all spells.
Yep.
So good. All right, are we ready, Chris? You like
Yes,
your
I'm
hand?
shuffling. I have a hand to keep. And I'm shuffling
Okay.
the rejected hands in here real quick.
Kind of weird that they're going to have that Chandra legal plus Ugin, whose ultimate has you draw 7 and put up to 7 permanents on the battlefield.
I love it.
Do both.
Do both, yes. Well,
That new Teferi was slot real nicely into my Modotha Planeswalker deck, but I'm going to feel dirty if I play it.
Play it anyway.
play it on this stream. When you build it, come back, play it with us. We'll do Super Friends night.
Are you sure you want me to do that when
Yes.
I cast
Super
my
Friends Night?
Super Friends night? That'd be so
So when
fun.
I get to
I had one too many cards.
when I cast my Bubbling Skate like 6 times in a turn, thanks to Modotha and all the reanimation?
Hey, if I Elder Spell and sacrifice 15 other Planeswalkers to put all of those counters on my bolus,
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and draw my card for the turn. I'm gonna play an island and pass turn.
All right, draw for turn. Play Wandering Fumarole tapped and pass.
draw. I will play a Reflecting Pool and pass.
I'm going to draw a card. Okay. I'm going to play this Swamp and pass my turn.
Okay. Draw. I'll play a snow-covered swamp. And I'll go ahead and pay 2 for an Arcane Signet and pass turn.
Oh, I'm jealous.
All right. Untap, draw. I will play this mountain, and then I will pass my turn.
Draw. All right. I will play this Snow-Covered Forest. I will tap my Reflecting Pool for a blue. I'm going to cast a Beastcaller Savant. Hasty 1/1. It can add 1 mana of any color in my mana pool, but spend it only to cast a creature spell. I'll tap for a green and cast a Birds of Paradise,
Oh.
Ooh.
and then pass the turn.
You said you were always going to have 2 creatures.
Yep. Always 2 creatures.
Roll the Sith. What is this?
Isolated Chample, and I'm just going to pass the turn.
Okay. Untap and draw. I'm going to go ahead and play another island. And I'm going to pay a black and a blue to cast Night's Whisper. So I'm going to draw 2 cards and lose 2 life.
One of my all-time favorite cards.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I wish it saw more play. So I'll go down to 38. Then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then after that, I am good to pass.
All right, draw. I would say untap, but everything was untapped.
Yep.
I'm going to play a Sulphur Falls, and then I am going to pay 3 for a Rhystic Study.
Ooh.
Come on. Jeez.
And then I will pass.
This is where I just cast
This is
Gem
where he
Razor.
gets he's going to get the one that destroys.
Yeah, an artifact or yeah, it's Gem Razor, yeah.
Do it.
I don't have Gem Razor in hand.
Aw.
I feel
I'll
like every
play a
time that I
swamp.
have played against it, you've had something to destroy whatever it was that I played the turn before. Almost
Most
every
of the time.
time, though.
Most of the time. Yeah, no, you're right. You're definitely right. Well, I can't destroy the enchantment, but
You can destroy me.
no, not. I'm gonna spend exactly 4 mana and not 1 extra to mutate my Birds of Paradise. I'll mutate Otrimi over my Birds of Paradise.
Are you paying 1?
No,
Hooray.
Why not?
but then I'm gonna move to combat
Yeah.
and swing Otrimi
For
at
6?
Andy
For 6?
for 6 commander damage, flying.
Yeah, yeah. Let me mark this 6 Otrimi.
That is scary.
It's terrifying.
And then I'll pass the turn.
I'm going to draw a card. That is not what I needed. I'm going to play the Swamp. And do I want to do this now? I mean, sure, why not? 3. Put out an Ashnod's Altar.
Are you paying 1?
Oh no!
I don't have the one
I
for
will
it, sir.
draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
This
So there's
is-
just I just saw a card preview pop up on my Twitter feed in the other window. Bad deal for 4 and 2 blacks, a sorcery. You draw 2 cards. Each opponent discards 2 cards, and each player loses 2 life.
Ooh.
I love that.
Interesting.
Next, it's more like a what's that one? Siphon Mind? Is that the
Siphon
one?
Mind, yeah, it's like a little bigger
Yep.
Siphon Mind. All right. Is there anything else for your
Nope,
turn?
I passed.
All right. At the end of your turn, I'm going to pay a blue, and I'm going to cast Brainstorm.
Could just.
Are you gonna
Storming
pay
that
one?
brain.
You may have the. Actually, yes, I do pay the one.
Okay.
I don't have anything to do with that one anyway, so.
If I had the mana, I would have paid the one. I'm just saying.
All right. Draw 3. I'm going to put 2 back on top. So I'm going to put this one back on top. And. This one back on top. All right. Now I'll go to my turn. All right. That needs to be in my graveyard. Draw my card for the turn. Gonna play a snow-covered swamp. I'm going to.
How about that cat dog that we got?
Ooh, yes.
I'm very
I like
excited.
it.
Tap for. I'm gonna tap for black, and I'm gonna cast a dark ritual to add 3 black to my mana pool.
Are you paying 1?
I am not.
All right.
Don't let him draw more cards.
To be fair, this deck has won 1 time ever. It's not
Well, I
very
have a feeling
good.
it might
This
win
is
this
time
time.
number 2. Time number 2.
Yeah, Andy, how many cards you got in hand?
9.
6.
But I don't have Nomax hand size, and I don't think I run Reliquary Tower.
I'm gonna cast my Commander Gyruda.
So
we all mill the top 4, correct?
So everyone mills the top 4,
okay.
and then from among those, I get to put a creature that has even converting costs onto the battlefield under my control.
Now, Chris, if you get the card I proxied in here that I'm testing, I'm going to be very, very upset.
Oh no!
You ready?
I
So,
had no creatures.
Okay.
oh, one of the new ones, Bastion of Remembrance, because I have ways to get enchantments back from my graveyard. No problem. Yeah. Mm-hmm. An Orzhov Signet, ramp. I really needed that.
Mm-hmm.
Vona's Hunger, and a swamp. 0 creatures, sir.
All right.
I have an Opulent Palace, an Exsanguinate, a Snow-Covered Swamp, and 1 legal target, an Elysian Carotid.
All right. Well, I hit Deadeye Navigator, Choked Estuary, Soul Ring, and Arcanacy Omnipotent or Omnipotent. I'm going to choose Deadeye Navigator.
That's
it's going to enter the battlefield, and it's going to pair to Gyruda or Gigon.
Okay.
And after that, I pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Draw. I'm going to play a mountain. And then I'm going to play a commander sphere. And then I will pay 2 and play a young pyromancer. And then
Nice.
I pass the turn with 7 cards in hand.
Ooh. Untap and draw. I will play a Drowned Catacomb untapped as a land for turn, since I control a swamp. I will move to combat. I'll declare Otrimi as an attacker at Chris.
That makes sense.
Yep.
I will take 6, right?
Yes.
All right.
Damage trigger, I don't have any mutate cards in my graveyard, so that's fine.
Not yet.
I wish they got milled. That would have been sweet.
That would have been really cool, actually.
And I guess I am just going to pass turn.
So I'm sort of praying for the heart of the cards because I really need to see a land right about here.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. No, I got a 6-drop. One of the 3 in my deck. Awesome.
Oh.
Just
Instead-
tap your lands twice, and you're good. Upside down. Exert your lands for double mana.
How much does it cost to do the Gyruda Blink thing? With
2 mana.
Deadeye? 2 mana. And you have how much mana up, sir?
1.
I'm not paying the 1. I'm going to do this for the good of
Hooray.
us. Let's play Plague Crafter. I will sacrifice my Plague Crafter to the Plague Crafter trigger. Everybody sack a creature.
Sack young pyromancer.
Creature or a planeswalker.
Well, I suppose. That puts me a little bit of a bind. Yeah, I guess I'll sacrifice the Deadeye Navigator.
I would sacrifice Beast Collar Savant.
And with that, I will pass my turn. And Andy, you heard I did not pay the 1 because I don't have the 1.
I did hear that, and I did draw my 1. Thank you, Dan.
That makes me sick. I'm just jealous. Jealous. I'm supposed to be drawing all the cards. Don't you know that?
Yes, when guests are on the show, it's like every other Ristic Study draw is for 1 for you, 1 for them. Is that how that's works?
I play all the black draw spells. Why haven't I? Sign in Blood, Night's Whisper, Read the Bones. All of them are in here.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm done. So.
Okay, yeah, I did draw my card for the turn, just kind of deciding what my play is going to be here.
Pass.
Tap with combat.
F6.
I'm going to go to combat.
No.
And I hate to kick a man while he's down, but you did make me kill that Deadeye Navigator. So I'm going to send 6 commander damage at you, Dan.
Jeez.
Gyruda damage.
Personal, why don't you?
Second main phase, I'm going to pay 2, 3, 4 for a. Whoop! I need to move this over here. Thran Dynamo.
Sure, just flaunt all the mana over there.
It's a lot of mana.
And then
both of you.
After that, I'm gonna pay 4.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I'm gonna
one sec.
cast.
Did you pay 1 for the Thran Dynamo?
I did not.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Panharmonicon.
Ooh.
So glad that Deadeye Navigator is not.
And
there
then
right
after
now.
that, I pass turn.
Okay.
Don't regret this at all.
So I will untap and draw for turn.
Oh, I'm dumb. I could have played this. Oh well.
I'm going to play an island. And then I'm going to pay 2 for Baral, Chief of Compliance. This is not a counterspell deck. This is to make things cheaper. Quality.
That's what they all
Are
say.
you saying you don't play counterspells in that deck?
I have an Is It Charm in this deck. So I guess if that counts as a counterspell, then yes, I do have a counterspell. But I don't think I run actual counterspell. And then what else do I do?
The choice is yours and yours alone.
I will. I don't like any of this.
You draw so many cards. How do you not like any of
Well,
it?
the problem is like nothing really works unless my commander's out. Like it doesn't do a whole lot.
You have enough mana at one point to cast the commander, don't you?
I have it right now. I do, but all right. I'm gonna play Tibor Lumia. So Tibor Lumia has when I cast a blue spell, target creature gains flying until end of turn, and then whenever I cast a red spell, they deal 1 damage to each creature that does not have flying. And then I have to go. So I'm gonna go to my end step, and I have to discard a card. I will discard. Brainstorm. And then I pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Untap and draw. Do I need that? Do I need that?
That's a good question.
I know. I really I am going to move to combat.
Moving.
I am going to declare Otrimi at Chris.
Okay. 4, 5, 6.
Man, Otrimi is so huge.
Mm-hmm.
She big. He big. She big. Otrimi big.
All I know is I really like the artwork. It does look like a really playful, terrifying monster.
Yeah.
Playful and terrifying.
Playful and it's like smiling at you, but it's terrifying.
I'm gonna play this watery grave tapped and then pass the turn.
If I hover here, it's
All right.
smiling, but it's like the creepy glowing
Heart of
blue
the cards.
eyes.
That was not it.
Oh, no.
And it's a good card, and I can't cast it because, things.
It's smiling at you, but its eyes are like, I'm gonna eat you.
Pass the turn.
Okay.
All right, Dan, I think I can help you a little.
You gonna ramp me?
I don't think I can ramp you, but I can try my best to get you to get other cards in your hand.
You gonna help me draw some cards?
Exile target artifact. Its owner can search for a basic and put it on the battlefield.
The
No,
sad thing is,
no,
I would
I
take
don't
it.
have
I would
that.
take it right now.
I don't have that though.
All right. I'm
I
going
don't
to
know
play
if that exists.
Myriad Landscape tapped.
An artifact path.
Kept this hand thinking I just needed one more land to make everything go.
I keep those all the time.
Yep.
Every time. I keep those every time. Yeah, I played Scarab God on Wednesday. I kept a 2-land open hand. I
Yep.
fell behind. I became not the target, and then I came back and won at the end.
And it was
I don't see that in my future.
that was a really good game. It was,
That was a super
so
awesome
close. If you haven't checked that out, and you're watching this on YouTube,
It's
check out that other video that is not uploaded yet, but it will be uploaded this weekend before this video. Sometime.
Okay.
Just
Well, that's
watch it in
some
order.
time travel stuff there, isn't it?
Yes. If you are in the past and this is the future.
Hello in the past.
Hello, the past.
Stop making so many mistakes.
Okay. I'm going to tap for a black, 3, and one more black. And I'm going to cast Sir Conrad the Grim.
Are you paying one?
Jeez.
I am not paying one.
I love Sir Conrad so much. This is
What?
great.
Ironically, I don't even run in this deck. Do you think I would?
Oh, interesting.
No. A little too high on the mana curve.
Fair. That's fair. That's very fair.
After that, I'm going to pay 2 for a Strionic Resonator.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Are you paying one for
I
that?
like
And I will pay the... No, I won't pay the 1 for that.
Thank
Oof,
you.
all those cards you're drawing, man.
Okay. After that, I'll go to combat, and I'll repay the favor to Coil and attack him for 6.
I'm just gonna tick this life total down there to 34.
And then after that, I pass turn.
All right. Untap.
Bionic Resonator, Panharmonicon, and a Sir Conrad. That's not terrifying even a little bit. That's totally normal.
Everything's gonna be fine.
We're perfectly safe. We got at least 10 more turns. We're going to be fine.
All right. I'm gonna play a mountain, and then a mountain and a commander sphere for a Mind Stone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just rubbing all that mana.
I'm
into
just waiting
Dan's
for
face.
the help he said I was going to get.
That's true. He did say that.
You will get it on your turn.
Oh, is this a remove target player from game or something?
Nope. Nope.
Put you out of your misery.
Nope.
Howling
Nope.
mine?
Nope. What'd you say, Coil?
I said howling mine? Question mark.
No, it's not. Okay, so I am going to also. Well, what do I do?
What do you do?
Coil, you hit me for 6. I'm gonna hit you for 3.
I declare no blocks.
Okay. And then after that, I am going to move to my end step and discard a card. I'm going to discard an Is It Boilerworks.
Okay.
Yep.
Untap. Draw. I will move to combat.
Moving combat.
Declare Otrimi as an attacker at Andy.
Sure. I'm going to take 6 more Otrimi.
Okay.
Cast hatred. I mean,
no. Made phase two.
I used to run hatred in this deck, but I took it out for a different deck. Hatred on Elenda with lifelink is very interesting.
I've always wanted to get hatred and put in my Elenda deck, but I've just never gotten around to it.
It's actually in my Villas deck right now.
Ooh.
Nothing like paying life, drawing cards, and killing somebody with commander damage all in one shot.
I'm putting hatred in my General Grievous deck strictly for the flavor.
Nice.
Explain what your General Grievous deck is for everyone.
Who's General Grievous?
Oh, it's Zergo Helm Smasher.
How is he Grievous?
Oh,
He's short a couple of arms.
We should start our own podcast where we talk about Star Wars, because that is like a 2-hour conversation.
We could have some serious conversations about Star Wars because I have some very controversial opinions.
Ooh.
Turn, though.
What is it me now? All right, I am drawing my card for my turn.
Well, before you do that, hold on, your upkeep.
Okay.
Because I don't. I'll do it at the cheapest way I can. I don't want to hurt you too much. I'm going to play Cerebral Vortex to have you draw 2 cards, and then you lose life equal to the number of cards you've drawn this turn. So I'll do it before you draw, so you don't take 3 damage, and you only take 2.
That's so sweet.
Oh, so I'm drawing 2 in additional?
No, you're just drawing the 2, and then you're going to draw your 1. So this is during your upkeep. So you'll take 2 damage, though, when you draw those cards. So I hope you got a land. And then you draw for turn.
I have not. I still have not hit a land.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous.
I guess, I'm sorry, I did cast Cerebral Vortex, so I'm going to give Tibor and Lumia flying, and I deal 1 damage to each creature without flying. Not that I think it matters, but that happens.
Baral's only has 2 effective toughness.
This is how bad this is.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm going to put out my... God, what do I want to do? I have 10 cards in hand. How is that even possible? And I have...
Oh no.
I need another white mana on top of it, so that's depressing. If I cast this, I would need to discard two cards. What would I discard if I do that? This for sure. And probably this, because this is sad. All right, we're just going to put out, because I need white mana. I was going to hold this for later, but let's add the other altar to the mix.
Okay.
I'm going to draw a card off that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you are. And then I'm going to go to my instep, and I'm going to discard a Twilight Prophet, which is sad, and a Divine Reckoning.
Oh.
And let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 7, and I will pass the turn.
Okay, I will untap. Draw my card for the turn. I will play a Dimir. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to send 6 at Andy and 5 at Coil.
I'm going to block with Baral.
Okay.
6.
I will declare no blocks.
Okay. All right, second main phase. I'm going to tap for 3 in the blue, and I'm going to cast Windfall.
That's both awesome and terrible.
Sure. In response, I am going to wipe away Sir Conrad to your hand.
Split second. Oof. All right.
So I have 7 cards in hand.
And I guess, actually, Chris, I do have to ask you, are you going to pay 1 for that? Because I do have to ask.
I am not paying 1 for that.
Okay.
So you draw your card technically before wipe away.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could do it with the trigger on the stack. You could do it with the trigger on the stack.
Well, no, that isn't Ristic Study in May.
It is
It is.
May. I just won't do it. I won't do it. I just
Okay.
won't draw. It's fine.
Okay.
The payment is always happen. The trigger always happens, whether the person paid or not. You don't.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I just won't draw. So it's fine.
So
Okay.
so we're discarding and drawing how many is the question?
Okay. I have 4 in hand.
I have 7.
I have 6.
I have a response.
Oh.
Coyle
Okay.
has a response.
I'm gonna tap 4, and I'm gonna mutate Otrimi with a pouncing shore shark. I'll pay the 1 extra.
Ooh, what does that do?
Flash. When this creature mutates, you may return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand.
Oh. Are you? Oh yeah, you did pay the 1.
In response, actually, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So what are you returning to somebody's hand?
I'm gonna choose Gyruda.
I need to. Someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay.
But yes. Any other effects after that?
I have none.
So
Okay, so
we're
we
all
were
drawing.
drawing 7?
I still have 7, so we're all drawing 7.
That's what it seems.
Yes.
Okay.
So I am. So what I'm discarding is a Mystical Tutor, Storm's Wrath, Quicken, which I've never actually been able to really do anything
Mhm.
with. Kyranos, Is It Charm, and Leap of Flame.
Go
Go
ahead, Dan. Oh,
No,
okay.
you go first.
So I didn't cast this card earlier because I looked at the power level of the table and felt like this is the handicap I needed. So I'm discarding this Mana Crypt.
Oh, thank you.
Dreadhorde Invasion, Beast Whisperer, Souvenir Snatcher, and Glowstone Recluse.
For me, it's Ministrant of Obligation, which is an Afterlife 2 card. Viscera's here, which I drew with the extra cards, but I chose to play Phyrexian Altar. Pitiless Plunder, which really hurts. Liliana Dreadhorde General, my favorite Planeswalker of all time. Taste of Karlov, because that's just okay in this deck. Daxos, Blessed by the Sun.
Uh-huh.
Kaya's Ghost Form, and that was it.
Oh, and
Nice.
those are all good cards. I get you just needed more mana.
I literally 1 more mana, and I would have been able to start bringing things online.
Oh.
I
Good
will
news.
say,
Hey, I finally got a land.
I will say, my hand right now you would love, Dan. You would absolutely love it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's 1 card maybe you wouldn't like, but the other 6 you could really use right now. This 7 card 6 land hand is not so hot.
All right. I return. This interruption is brought to you by my mother-in-law bringing kolaches. All right. So I am discarding Fierce Guardianship, Sir Conrad, Archaeomancer, Demir Guildgate, and I am just going to go ahead and discard Gigan.
Just discard it.
Ooh.
And then I'll draw my 7.
I've seen this before.
I feel like there's some sort of reanimation around here somewhere.
2 words. One starts with L, one starts with E, or one starts with L and one starts with G.
I'm going to
Oh,
play.
we're talking about Living Death. Oh, don't do that.
Or living
I'm gonna
End.
play.
Which
I'm
one?
gonna use the colors I had floating from the Thran Dynamo, and a black. I'm gonna cast Cabal Ritual, and since I have Threshold, I'll add 5 black mana to my mana pool.
Okay, are you paying 1?
I am not paying 1.
All right.
All right, I'll just use this for my 5 black mana. And
What's the storm count at?
Uh-huh.
2. After that, I will use.
We did die from what was that card? There was a storm card.
Tendrils of
Tendrils of
Agony.
Agony.
We died on stream to Tendrils of Agony on Wednesday. I did at least. Oh, so did
I'll
Chris.
put my land for the turn, which is a snow-covered swamp.
I
Actually, no.
survived.
Actually, sorry, I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna play a drowned catacomb instead. I'm gonna use 2 in the blue to cast my own Rhystic Study.
Are you paying 1?
I'm not.
Yes. That's what I like to hear.
There's what? So it's the second spell. Did you pay the 1 for the Cabal Ritual, or whatever it was?
I did not.
He did not, and I
No,
drew
we
for that
covered
one.
You already
He
got that.
got
Okay.
one. I'm gonna use the 3 floating, and a colorless and a black, and Coil. Since you invoked it, I'm gonna cast Living Death.
Woo!
Woo!
Are you
So that
paying-
brings all the creatures in our graveyards back
Oh my God.
to
To
the
the
graveyard.
battlefield.
Are you paying 1?
I am not paying 1.
So if a god in the graveyard is a creature, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. At least I am getting something.
We got some triggers on my side of the board, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really like this Living Death, sir.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna help. I knew it'd help you out a little bit there.
See?
Um,
Teamwork.
Okay. So,
how do we do this?
so my triggers are gonna go on the stack first, and then we go clockwise from me.
Yeah. So
Putting our triggers on the stack, and then they'll resolve top down from there. So your triggers, Dan, will technically resolve first after we get done putting everything on the stack.
sure.
So I'm going to have a Gigan trigger, and I'm going to have
You have 2 of them, right?
yeah, I have 2. Deadeye Navigator is going to Soulbond with Gigan. And so I'm going to put my Gigan trigger on top of my Archaeomancer trigger, and that's going to be the ETBs that I have. And then actually I have 2. I have Gigan, and then a Panharmonicon Gigan, and I have an Archaeomancer and a Panharmonicon Archaeomancer. So I have 4 triggers on the stack total.
Okay. I have none.
I also have none.
I have Daxo the Blessed, which says I gain a life every time a creature goes. So I want that to resolve. In other words, I want it to see all the creatures coming in.
Correct. Yep.
Everything
So
sees
1,
everything.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next, I'm going to have Teysa come in. Then plunder all this. I will be Cities Blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed.
And look, I have it. Playcrafter.
Mhm.
That's gonna be the last one. I'm gonna sack that, and everybody's gonna have to sack a creature.
Okay.
When that happens, I will make. Whenever another creature, I will make 2 treasures off of that due to Teysa.
Okay.
And I will gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 life total because I also gain life when something dies. I gain double life when something dies thanks to Daxos and Teysa combined.
Mm-hmm.
So I will have 2 treasures and 9 life. Here's my treasure. Gain
Okay.
9 life. I think that's it for now, right?
Okay. I sacrificed my Archaeomancer.
I sacrificed my Beast Caller Savant.
I sacrificed
34,
Baral,
right?
Chief of
Or 32.
Compliance.
I think it was 32, right?
I believe so, yes.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
New target acquired.
What?
Wait, who is it though? Is it Dan?
What's
I didn't do
that?
anything?
I said, who's the new target?
The
Okay.
41 life guy who's got
No. This is not my
creatures,
fault.
2 sack outlets for mana.
Pay no attention to the creatures
Ironically,
behind
I don't
the
even
curtain.
run Living Death in this deck, even though I really should, but I do not.
All right. So then Andy didn't have any ETB, so then my ETBs are going to happen. So I had Archaeo Gigan on top of the stack first. So the first trigger is going to happen.
So, we
So
know-
and
4.
we're going to mill 4.
No, I have 2 creatures, but they're both odd.
I have no creatures.
I got a Flesh Bag and an Ogre Slumlord.
1 creature, 1 CMC.
All right. And I did not hit anything either.
Are we doing it again?
Yes. And then we are doing it again.
1, 2. Whoo! Some good cards there. Again, I got 1 creature, but she is odd. Miss Archangel Athun. That's an okay card in this deck.
Mm.
I've got a legal creature, Migratory Greathorn.
And I also have one, Thermo Alchemist.
Okay. I think I will take the Thermal Alchemist as Defender, and then it taps deals the damage, and you cast something on taps, right?
Cast an instant or sorcery on taps.
Yeah. What's its power and toughness on the Migratory Greathorn? Is it 3/4?
It is a 3/4.
I think I'll take the 3/4 Migratory Greathorn.
You have a Migratory Greathorn.
Okay.
Is
So
just a
I have.
pile of crap in my graveyard now. Oh no.
Tory. Great Horn.
Spread this out a little bit.
3, 4. All right. And then I have 2 Archaeomancer triggers. So with those 2 triggers, with the first one, I'm going to get back Cabal Ritual. Let's see. Actually, do I want to get Cabal Ritual back?
Some
Actually,
really good cards in my graveyard.
bad idea. Actually, with the first one, I'm going to get back Fierce Guardianship.
What is that the counterspell one for free?
Yes.
Sure
I don't like that at all, sir.
And then with the second one,
I'm gonna run to the restroom, guys, real quick. I'll be
Sure.
right back.
Okay.
Okay. Don't trip.
Yeah, the second one, I'm going to get Windfall back.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, but you don't have any way of producing the mana for Windfall.
I do not. Oh, and everyone should have taken damage from Sir Conrad triggers.
Well, he wasn't on
So-
yet, right? Or
Does
He
he
was on-
see
Oh, he's
things
on.
leave?
Sorry?
He saw the things leave the battlefield?
Well,
Or
it's whenever
enter-
a creature is put into the graveyard from anywhere, including the library.
Right. Okay. So I had one. Andy had one.
Well, was he out when the Baral happened? Yeah, because Baral got sacked
Yeah,
when
both
everything came
triggers.
back. So I have 2.
That's true. I also have 2.
Okay. And then he was also out when the Playcrafter trigger went off.
That's true.
That's what my Baral was sacked from,
Yeah.
I guess. The Playcrafter is why I sacked Baral.
So, did I miss anything?
Yeah, we have a I need to do the Sir Comrade trigger. So any of your creatures that enter the battlefield since all this came out, we need to add a lot up so everyone takes damage for that.
That leaves the battlefield as well, so it's counting when they come from my graveyard into play.
Yes.
Is it? I thought it comes from play just from your graveyard.
It's whenever another creature dies or a creature card is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard.
Okay.
Your graveyard, right? Let's say so. You get this
So-
from your graveyard.
But he
Well,
gets
he
the
wasn't-
mills.
He
as
wasn't
well.
on the battlefield yet when all this stuff came out, so he
Okay.
wouldn't have seen that. But the Playcrafter trigger,
You would see the Playcrafter. So when my Playcrafter went in, and when your creature went in, it would have seen at least those 2, right?
And I had one from that, and so did Coil.
Yeah,
yeah,
so that's
that's
4.
so
that's
four.
4. And
So
then
we
we
also-
had the two Gyruda triggers.
Yeah, so I had 2 creatures get milled during both Gyruda triggers.
And I had 1.
I had 2.
And I didn't have I don't believe I had any actually.
So
No.
when you
9
got Coil, you got the total is 9.
9 damage.
So I'm literally right back where I started. Who's the target again?
The guy who has the most life on the table.
All right.
All right.
I'll give you one guess who my target is.
I'm gonna pay 2 and I'm going to blink Gigon with the Dead Eye Navigator ability.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have 2 triggers. We're gonna mill 4 for the first one.
Do you want to?
One,
Do you want to
two,
keep in
3,
Bonder Prodigy?
You got one. Well, I hit one creature for the trigger for the
All right, so let's count up
But-
how many creatures we have total for the Sir Conrad.
I have
one.
2.
All right, so that's
6.
gonna be 6.
You didn't hit any again, Chris?
I hit all 4 lands.
Mine are
So
all
I'm taking
odd
6.
CMC, so none of mine can be reanimated from that.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine was a Fleshbag Marauder at 3 CMC, sir.
All right, so you're getting a Keenan Bonder Prodigy.
I'm getting the key.
Stupid.
Thanks for the snack, stupid.
The only human in the entire deck.
Kinnan. All right. So I have a Kinnan. And then we have one more Gigan
sure.
trigger.
Yep.
So we're
One,
going to mill another
2,
4.
3, 4. I actually have 4 creatures, and you have 2 valid targets. So 3 on my side.
1 creature.
All right. I have 2.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage there.
Yeah. And I have
Gosh.
2 legal targets for you, sir.
Okay. Which ones do you have there, Dan?
I have
Solemn.
a Requiem Angel and a Solemn Simulacrum. And how much
Okay.
damage did you say we took total from that one?
8.
8? Did we already up? Oh my god. So I'm at,
I just did.
I'm at 18. Holy moly. Holy moly.
Did I miss more damage? Because I'm at 11 now. How are you at 2, Coil?
I was at 10 before.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we've taken almost 20 damage.
Yeah,
this
we
turn.
have.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my Thassa Deep Dwelling.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and that leaves your graveyard, right? So
That
we'll
leaves
take one.
my graveyard.
And that means you're going to bounce again, and we're probably just going to die at your end step.
So we each
So
take
that's
one from the
gonna,
one.
yeah, that's one more from Thassa leaving my graveyard as the trigger resolves from Sir Conrad.
So I might be lucky and get one turn to figure this out. One.
You might. But that fast is going to blink, and we're going to have 2 double Gigan triggers again.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my end.
Blink Sir Conrad. Blink Sir Conrad. It's better. I promise. Do it.
I'm gonna go to my end step. I'm gonna blink Keegan again.
Oh my gosh. Chris.
0 creatures. 0 creatures. 0
Well-
creatures.
1, 2, 3, 4. You got 1 creature off of me,
I have 0.
I got 2.
Okay.
and you cannot cast this creature for me.
And then,
Okay.
You can't cast either of mine, but you'll lose them if you do anyways.
I
And
didn't
then-
have any creatures again.
and then Coil dies before the next one happens.
Yeah, so I lose my Keenan,
So
and
how-
my Microscory Great Horn.
So how much damage did I take that time around?
I had 0.
I had
Coil
0.
had-
I had
2.
1.
So it's
So
3.
three
We
total?
each took 3.
3.
I'm
Alright.
at 14.
I'm
And then we
at
have one more
7.
Gigan.
One more tour. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I had
0
no-
creatures,
no
sir.
creatures.
0.
I have 1. I have a Noxious Gearhulk. So I'm gonna have Noxious Gearhulk enter the battlefield. Everyone's gonna take 1 damage from him leaving my graveyard and 1 from him entering the graveyard.
Yep.
And when he enters the battlefield, I'm going to blow up. Taysa.
Do I have a response to that?
Yeah. Sacker.
I am gonna sack her for
Yeah.
sure.
That'll at least stop the life me from getting alive.
Yeah, I'm gonna sack her, and I'm actually gonna sack her to Viscera Seer of all things.
Sure.
When she dies, she'll. I only get I will gain a life from that.
Correct.
When she dies, because I'm sacking her, I don't get the doubles anymore, right?
How does she read again? I honestly, I don't.
If a creature dying causes a triggered ability, will she?
She should trigger herself.
Yeah, she'll see herself.
Yeah, you'll get
All right,
2,
then I will get 4 here and 2 here, so I will gain 2 life.
and you get 2 treasures.
I did get my 2 treasures, sir.
Yeah.
And then you and Andy take 1.
And then, yes.
From the. No, I already took the.
Sir Conrad.
Oh, from my creature going into the graveyard. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
All right, and that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I'm going to play an island. I'm going to play a basilisk collar, not paying the 1.
Okay, I'll draw a card.
I'm going to play Rune Chanter's Pike, not paying the 1. Oh, and I missed my Kyranos trigger. So it's missed. It's fine. This might be the first time I've ever played Kyranos out. So usually it's just too much mana. Like 5 is a lot in an Is It deck that doesn't really leave up much extra mana. All right. I am going to equip Basilisk Collar to Young Pyromancer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to equip Rune Chanter's Pike to Young Pyromancer. So he has Death Touch, Lifelink, First Strike, and plus X+O, where X is the number of instants and sorceries in my graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So it gets plus 19.
He's got a big front butt right now.
And first strike, which is nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really need that Sir Conrad gone.
I'm going to move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris, I'm going to swing at you for 21.
Ooh, boy.
Is that just regular? Okay.
It's non-commander. If my commander was out, this would have been real nice. But
On the ground, it's just a regular on the ground pounder. No.
On the ground, death touch, lifelink, first strike, 21.
Oh, lifelink too. That's nice.
Correct.
Okay. I will go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, Thassa's a creature, so I'll block with Thassa.
Okay. So, Young Pyromancer will die, but I'm going to gain 21 life.
Mm-hmm.
So a creature dies.
Seems worth it. Seems worth it.
Seems worth it. So each of us are going to take one.
But when it dies, we all take one, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
I'm going to go up to 25.
Yeah.
That felt pretty good to do. I was like, just let me play my stupid Rune Chaser's fight. After that, I'm going to play a Gorgon's Head, and I am going to pay 1 for that. Equipped creature has Death Touch. Works really well when your commander's out. I pass. Good luck,
Oh
Dan.
my god. You have presented me. So at the beginning of my upkeep, I have a Twilight Prophet trigger.
Yes.
I will reveal the top card of my deck, and everybody will lose that converted max loft, and I will gain land.
It's a land.
Finally hitting
Hey,
the lands.
You got to land.
And
That's
then I
what you
will
wanted.
Draw for my turn. Ooh, that is a card.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have such a weird.
that Gyruda deck. Oh boy, that does a lot in a single turn.
Oh. This I need to think. So if I do this,
3-mana reanimation spell. Necromancy.
no, it's not that.
Ooh,
but
living death. Sack all your creatures. Living death.
I think I have to try this.
Is it burial rites? No.
No, I play Jank, guys. Jank, if we're gonna make it do this, we're gonna do it the hard way, right?
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna play Vertus's Maneuver.
And that is.
For each player, choose friend or foe. I will choose myself as friend. Chris, you are a foe.
And what's that
And Andy, do you have any creatures on the field?
I have no,
Creatures on the field.
because this is not online.
Congratulations, you're a friend today.
Awesome.
So what does that do?
Each player that is a friend will return a creature from their graveyard to their hand,
Yes.
and each foe will sacrifice a creature.
I'm gonna Fierce Guardianship, and can't counter target non-creature spell.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'll put this
Okay,
down
okay.
and not look for it.
Got him.
Fierce Guardianship. That was
way.
fierce.
I have not played a land for turn yet.
That's true.
And we know you drew one.
Yeah. You haven't played a land since turn 4.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh no. We don't mean to laugh at your pain.
I was only 2 lands ahead of him.
Let's just play a swamp for turn.
All right.
It's the best mana color. Why not?
Okay. I need to. Draw some cards.
I gave you the 2 I could let you draw. I drew some Blue Sun Zenith real late.
I will.
I saw you
Use
look
my
at it in your
treasures?
graveyard.
You know what? Go big or go home, correct?
Yes.
That is correct.
Absolutely.
Yawgmoth, Thrian Physician.
Nice.
You should have played that first. Chris wouldn't have countered it. He loves that card too much.
I will gain a life from that entering the battlefield. I will sacrifice Ministrant to draw a card, and I will make 2 tokens, and we have a bunch of triggers. I can give something -1/-1.
Yeah.
And what's on your board over there, Mister? Anything small?
Everything has minimum 4 toughness.
Well, we'll start off with Sir Conrad and just put it right there.
Okay.
So when you sack that creature, you have to also pay 1 life, right?
Yes, I have to pay a life,
And then
but I
the
gain a
Sir
life.
Conrad-
But I also gain a life, so that
It negates it
Negates.
from Daxos.
Right.
Yeah.
okay.
And then,
But I
and
will
then the
lose 1 from Sir
Conrad.
Conrad. So
Yeah.
all net, I will.
Ah.
But I also gain a life from. Oh no, I already. Did I already gain my life from Yawgmoth coming in?
Oh.
I don't think I did.
I don't
I
think,
don't
you,
think
did.
you did.
Yeah, so because it enters. That's the whole reason he's in the deck. He enters, and I have not drawn my card yet either. So I'm going to draw my card, and I get a treasure token.
Are you going to pay the 1 for the Yawgmoth?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Can I have one as well? I forgot I have a. I forgot I have this out. still.
Everyone's so worried about Gigad and being nearly dead, they just
I'm
forgot
gonna-
the Ristic study.
I'm gonna draw 2 then. This might be one of those rare times where my Ristic study hasn't been removed from the minute I played it.
Yeah, I didn't have the cards.
Strangely, Andy, you being at 25 life sort of hurts, but
Oh. But half my deck is gone. Remember that. It's been milled to Gigan.
I will sack a token
Mhm.
to. Let me look at my hand.
So we lose a life. Is it non-token creature or it's any creature, right, Chris?
It's any creature, yeah.
So the tokens, but I'll gain a life from.
You will, but Andy won't.
I will not.
Yeah. So nothing will happen. So but I will sack it to.
It's fine. I'll be your punching bag, Dan. It's fine.
Phyrexian Altar. I will make a black mana, so I have 1 black sitting over here. And I have a trigger here to get a. Actually, you know what? I will just sack it to Ashnod's because I need quantity, not color.
Not quality.
Yeah, and then I will do the same thing again with
Losing my life.
this one. So this will go up to 3.
At
This
least
will go up to
Tace is
4.
not out, right?
Tace is not out. Somebody got rid of Taysa, and I'm not very happy about it.
I saw this coming.
I just need 1 card. I need to draw some cards. That's what I need to do.
I can help
So
you with that
I
next
will stack. I'm going to stack the Twilight Prophet to here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So put another -1/-1 counter on the whatever you call it.
Sir
Conrad? Sir Conrad?
Yep, and then it's a net loss for me. Well, no, I'll lose 1 because there's 2 life loss triggers
Mhm.
there.
And I lost my
Uh,
one.
I will get a thing here, and I will draw a card. That helps. This helps a lot.
All right. All right.
All right, we about to go do stuff,
Bring it home.
Do
and
the
it's
thing.
I don't even know if this brings it home, but
Revive
Andy, you will
target
probably
player.
die from this. I'm going to cast Carrion Feeder.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I haven't died to an Elenda deck like this before, so
Any response to that?
can I draw a card?
Yeah, they're going to pay the 1.
No.
All right.
I'm going to use 1 black.
Did you gain your 1 life, Dan?
I did not. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So many triggers in this
There's a
game.
lot of
Well-
triggers. I'm gonna help.
Well, and then I'm going to do this. I have a Gravecrawler in my deck. I'm going to cast that. Okay, now I have a loop.
You do.
You
I'm going
also
to sack
gain 1.
Gravecaller to yes, and I will gain a life, but net everything.
Oh, yeah.
So I can loop the Gravecaller through the Phyrexian Arena and recast it for my graveyard ad infinitum.
Yep.
Okay, so you have infinite life and
Infinite
No,
mana.
well, because I do have an infinite life.
you do.
because I gain 1 off the deal.
And you have infinite
Yeah,
mana.
it's-
because of
Unfortunately, it
Pitiless
will kill
Plunderer.
Andy. It will kill Andy, and I will have infinite mana from the treasure token here.
Yep.
All right, let me just mark my life down to dead.
Okay. Problem is, that doesn't quite get me there. Though, with the infinite mana, then I will bring out Elenda. She will get infinite counters. And then I will use Athreos. And eventually you won't be able to pay the life anymore, correct? And I will be able to make enough here to... I will be able to put enough counters on Elenda to make a whole bunch of counters on her, which I'll make infinite number of 1,000 vampire tokens, 100,000 vampire tokens, and then I'll sack out enough with Yawgmoth to put -1/-1s on all your creatures over there, Mr. Chris.
Ooh.
Okay.
And you will be down to, at some point with the Athreos triggers, you will be down to.
He could let them. He could let you. Put
Yeah, they can just go back to your hand, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
First
but
of all,
I can recast them. Oh, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so are you paying 1 for the Gravecrawler?
No, you can draw all you want, sir. Well, no, I guess, you know what? Now that I have an infinite, yes, I will pay. It doesn't matter, right?
Well, this is for the first Gravecrawler.
Yeah, for the first one, no.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll have, so here's what I'll do. I will make 1,000-ish vampires. She will go to the graveyard.
The number, folks, if you're watching this, is 1,000-ish.
We'll call it a straight 1,000. So there's 1,000 of these vampires right here.
Okay.
And I have an insane amount of life, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can just draw into your answer with Yawgmoth.
Yeah, and then I will draw this many cards.
Hey, Oak Wolf, thanks for joining the chat. Yes.
Do I have an answer, a way to kill him, is the question this turn.
With infinite manas?
With infinite mana?
You would think so. I don't put I'm that guy.
Do you have like a blood artist?
I do have I know Sworn Vampire, and I do, you know what, I do have you're right, I have a blood artist, that'll do it. Right?
How far down was that?
Why does it matter?
He's just curious.
Near the bottom.
Maybe he can mill you.
I left myself 2 cards in my deck.
Oh, no.
Okay. In response to casting the Blood Artist.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Let's make sure I'm reading this right here.
I have potentially an answer to your answer at some point.
I'm gonna play Commandeer.
Okay.
I'm gonna exile Propaganda.
Okay.
And Windfall to gain control of. Oh wait a second, it's target non-creature spell, so it actually doesn't work.
Okay.
There wasn't a Torment for 1 million. That would have worked against me.
I don't run Torment. I do not run Exsanguinate in this deck because I'm that guy. This was bad enough as it was.
This was. I mean, you had to dig for it though. You did so much work.
I really had to dig for it. But you should have no creatures left on your board, sir.
That's true.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting to that.
Yeah.
We just kind of piled everything together there. So
Pile it all on.
Piling it up. But the first one is what, Sir Conrad, you said, Dan? Is that...
Yeah, so that's definitely the very first one that goes.
Okay.
Here.
And then
all the counters there. See? All of them there.
There you go. That's 1,000.
That's 1,000, right?
5, 3, skip a few, 1,000.
1,000-ish.
Oh. Yeah.
Just remember, Chris, the only reason I got to do this is because of your living death. Literally, if I win this, is because of you. So really, if I win, you win.
That's how it works. We're all friends here. So, Chris, you really win. You're the real winner.
But
it feels bad to be in a definitive position where I lost, like for sure. Like no, there's nothing, there's no chance, there's no backup.
We were both casualties.
Casualties of war.
Casualties of war.
Please rotate out of standard.
Yeah, you got it.
That's it.
oh my gosh. Literally, only because you guessed, that's the only reason. Otherwise, I was dead in the water. Actually, I'm actually surprised that these two stuck around. How was that even possible?
That's
Well, I'm playing blue black, so I don't really have answers to artifacts outside of Cyclonic Rift.
I decided not to play my mana crypt to pump out a souvenir snatcher to start taking all of Chris's mana rocks and the Ashnod's altar.
I don't think I have
That
an
actually would have been
answer
funny.
either. I really don't think that I have an answer to that either. So that was good. So that's the end of our first game tonight on stream. So if you're watching this on YouTube, we are going to have a second game. If you're hanging out in stream, don't go anywhere. Everybody, where can they find you? You can find, I guess we'll tell everybody where they can find us or any content that we make. You can find me on Twitter at ATFlory. I'm also one of the co-hosts of the Guardian Project podcast. You can find us on Twitter at GuardianPod or on our website, guardianprojectpodcast.com. We release new episodes every Wednesday, and we stream Commander on Wednesdays and Fridays.
This is Mike Coyle, also of the Guardian Project podcast. You can find me on Twitter at WormCoilEngine.
This is Dan Kraus, no fancy content creator here yet.
Yeah.
I keep getting asked to do something. Though my wife's getting a fancy camera, so maybe I'll actually do something for a change. And you can find me at DP Kraus Jr. That's DPKRAUSEJR on Twitter.
Okay. This is Chris. I'm also known as Kelzum or Kelzum Gaming on YouTube, as well as Twitter and MTG Nexus. And you can find me on there. I'm a level 1 judge. Feel free to hit me up with any rules questions. And don't have any content quite yet. I just kind of hang out with the Guardian Project crew and some other content creators.
Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight. So this is the end of Game 1. If you're in chat, don't go anywhere. We will be right back with Game 2.
Chat.